name is Maddie, and I am an artist and an art teacher. And I'm here today in my art studio, which is actually the garage in my house. I decided that for me it was more important to have an art space than a place to park my car, and so I turned it into an art studio. And I want to invite you to find a space in your home where you might be able to set aside some time to create. Right now we're all spending a lot of time at home, and there's a lot of opportunity in that time. To get ready for today's project and for all the creating that you can do while you're spending this time at home, it might be fun for you to go treasure hunting around your house. Now, believe it or not, your recycling bin is a really good place to find treasures for art. When I looked in my recycling bin, I found some cardboard. I found some funny little boxes of packaging. I found this interesting material that I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but I set it into a special box that's kind of my treasure box of art supplies, and I want to encourage you to create a little treasure box of art supplies as well. So today's project is inspired by imagination and homes, and imagining what kinds of homes there might be in the world.
Let's make a castle today. Here's some of the things I had in my recycling treasure box. I just picked out some cardboard tubes. These are toilet paper tubes, and some cardboard to work with. I'm carefully cutting some short lines down the edges and using my fingers to fold them in. And I'm making what I call a castle line at the top of the tubes, but I learned something new today, and that piece of architecture on castles is actually called battlement or crenellation. But you could just think of it as a castle line. So I made 4 different tubes that have those folds at the top. I found some cardboard from a cardboard box, and I'm just cutting it to a good usable size for my castle. You might need some help with this if you're not used to cutting cardboard. Now I'm going to draw and carefully cut a slit on either end, and I test it to see how it fits onto my tube. I realized that if I cut a slit into my tube as well, then the 2 pieces join together. This is a construction technique, a cardboard construction technique that I call slits and slots. It's so cool, you don't even need any glue to hold these together. Now I'm going to start adding some decorations. Again, if you're not used to cutting cardboard, you might want to draw out these decorations and ask a parent or an older sibling to help you out. Even if you don't do a lot of cutting, you can make your castle really decorative and unique just by drawing. I decided that it was easier to draw on my cardboard tubes if I took my castle apart for a bit. I'm coloring the windows in and just kind of thinking of details I want to add as I go along. How about some special borders? What kind of decorations are you going to put on your castle? While I have my pieces apart, I want to add one of those castle lines to the front of my castle. All I did was made some little slits with scissors and folded them back. Now I'm starting to think about details. What material do you want it to look like your castle is made of? I thought it might be nice to make it look like the doors, the main entrance, and the windows are lined with some beautiful rocks. So I tried to show some details and textures to give the impression of rocks. When I put the pieces back together, I'm so pleased. My castle stands up on its own. But I still have some extra cardboard tubes. So what if I add some slits onto those and I slide them into the tubes that are already holding my castle up to add another element? I think it's going to work. I want this project to be something that anyone can make, which is why I'm choosing to use really simple materials, just a black marker, some toilet paper rolls, and some cardboard. And you can keep your project being made of simple materials as well, or you can use whatever other special things you find lying around your house and you decide to add to your treasure box. Maybe you want to fold some cones out of paper. Maybe you want to glue on some egg cartons. Maybe you're going to make extra rooms. I think I'll add some window curtains. This makes me think that if I wanted to do more with this project, I could make some characters that would live in my castle. Maybe even some kind of moat and mythical creature to protect it. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me to make art today. I'd love to see a picture of what you made. So take a picture and send it to me at Maddie Miller Studio, or you can tag me, #MakeArtWithMaddie. I hope this brought a little bit of joy to your day, and I'll see you soon.